After years of competing on the road, it was time for the Rebels to return to the comfort and tranquility of the friendly confines.
Competing at home really makes the team comfortable, you know. We're on the road constantly, and it's not really a fun environment every time, but when we get a chance to get back to Oxford, you know, it brings that home feel and makes everybody comfortable, you know. You want to put on a show for the folks here, so it makes you happy to be in your own turf.
You know, my freshman year here was the year that they condemned the track, so we actually got to have one home meet that year. And then after that, there was no more. So it had been really almost 3 years since we got to compete at home.
There's a lot of people who really want to get too hype, I guess, when it comes to competing and stuff. But when you kind of go to a place that you're used to going to, and it makes things a lot easier. You kind of know what to do. You've done it so many times in that one spot.
I enjoyed waking up in my bed that morning, that's for sure, but it was kind of weird because I wasn't in like the same mindset as like, oh, this is game time, here we go. It was just like, oh, we're just going to practice and like we're gonna see what happens.
As the field continued to narrow, senior Callie Watson became locked in a friendly battle with freshman Sandra Brown in the pursuit of personal records and postseason berths.
I remember Sandra cleared it on her third attempt. Me and Coach Porter were like talking back and forth about like what the bar was gonna go to next. And I was like, all right, well, Sandra's gonna clear this bar and I'm gonna clear it and then we'll just go from there. Like we just gotta take it one bar at a time.
It was actually a good feeling to have that competition just because like we were both clearing, you know, good bars. So it was just like, oh yeah, you cleared a good bar, I'm gonna clear a good bar. We're just gonna keep going back and forth.
We really like fed off each other's energy and like kept each other going because we were the only two left in the competition.
When I just missed the bar, it was like I knew what I did wrong and I knew what I could fix to get it right. So, I mean, like I was frustrated, but I wasn't too frustrated where I like overthought it and like messed everything up. Like I just did everything the same. I knew what I had to fix and then I went and I did it. When you clear that bar, it's just like a big sigh of relief. Like it's just like, okay, I can do it. We can do this. We can go higher.
Me being a senior, you know, I have really high goals for myself because I feel like I finally like gotten in the speed of things and I'm like vaulting like I should be. And you know, last year, best year, I got to make it count. I put a lot of pressure on myself, but I feel like it helps me because, you know, it keeps me humble when I don't do as well as I want to do. And when I do hit that goal, I set another goal and I go after it.
What I'm truly focused on is PRing again here soon in the next couple meets. And then since me and Callie already made our regional bar, making it out of regionals and making it to nationals. That's the goal.
A big piece of the puzzle was laid into place with the hiring of four-time Olympian Connie Price-Smith. And within 2 years, that picture is already coming together.
The impact that Coach Connie has on the program is incredible.
Coach Connie being our head coach really brought a lot of recognition to like Ole Miss track and field. It really is so surreal to think like, oh, my head coach was also the Olympic team head coach.
When I did hear that it was her, I looked her up right away to see, you know, what she'd done, and I feel dumb about it now because this showed how naive I was about this sport, because everything that she's been able to do, all of her influence in USA track and field.
I think she kind of raises the bar here because she is such, you know, a decorated athlete in her day and a great coach that she pushes everyone to, you know, compete a certain level all the time. You don't want to get, you know, left behind or lack in any way. And then Coach John, he really, you know, is attention to detail and makes sure that us as throwers, we're on our stuff and we know what we're doing all the time. There's no room for, you know, any laziness, you know, in the process. So I appreciate both of them for that.
It's insane. I like just thinking back to where I was the first 3 years to the last 2 years, it's so different.
One thing about being dead teaches you how to do things better.
Coach John's biggest thing is, I think, been strength. I've been able to see my numbers just jump since he's been here. His whole life revolves around throwing, coaching, and everything like that. Pretty much, I mean, anytime you talk to him, it's gonna come up at some point, even if you're not talking about it.
Hey, as good as that last one looked, what was that? You're finally doing some real workouts, like a weight thrower should. Well, once you learn to really do good stuff with the heavy stuff, that's going to carry over with the light stuff.
To have someone who's that dedicated to actually be like coaching you and stuff it's fun. It's entertaining. And
I want to see a more violent strike, a boom, boom. Ah, you lined that one up. I ain't gonna leave you alone. You gotta go straight. You wanna throw far? You wanna try to make Olympic team? You gotta go straight.
We definitely keep each other on our toes, not just in training, but it's like at a meet, if someone pops off a good throw, you don't want to get left behind, so you try to answer back and feed off the energy. So it's kind of like we're constantly competing with ourselves, but we want to see each other progress all the time. So it's a good, competition. It's a good feedback from each other.
I feel like even just in the last 2 years with having Coach Connie and Coach John and them, they're trying to get this program to the top, to the peak.
And having the group that we have is pretty rare. Having so many elite athletes on one team at this time is pretty intense. So I'm grateful to have them, honestly.
She leads the world in the women's shot put, and she blasts the shot out to the second longest throw in the world this year for Raven Saunders. So Janae Stewart, who's great in and out, had the NCAA leading mark coming in, and she was the winner. Look at the margin of victory. That is amazing. Ole Miss is great with the weights.
Progress towards the ultimate goal was bolstered by the addition of Janaea Stewart and Brian Williams, two close friends that would experience early achievements competing in the best conference in the nation.
It pretty much just assured me that I'm on the right track, that I made the right choice coming here. It definitely keeps me motivated and at the same time humbled, because I know that if I didn't work so hard, I wouldn't be in the situation I am. Like, as Janaea would say the same thing, if we didn't put so many hours in, we wouldn't be here. So we kind of take it day to day and, just keep working for that next PR, that next school record, that next SEC championship. We just want more and more and more, but we know to get more and more and more, it takes that much more work. So we stay on our toes and stay motivated to get it after it. We kind of feed off each other in different events. So I'm a strong discus thrower. I can help out, Kevin or Raven or Janaea when they need it. Raven's a strong shot putter, so she could give me some advice, Kevin some advice, Janaea. If we're lacking there, Dempsey's a renowned, hammer thrower, so he definitely tweaks everyone and keeps them on their toes in that event.
Just having that kind of group, I think, makes you kind of drive to be a better competitor.
I think we kind of feed off each other, even with coach telling us what to do. Having someone who, does it well right there at practice with you every day definitely makes you stronger, as a thrower.
For senior Kevin Conway, the changes have not gone unnoticed.
And again, that goes down to having Coach John and Coach Connie there, just because what was able to get me to do that is Coach John's training. Everything that he's had me do during the indoor season, I think that kind of just picked up once I stopped throwing. And then Coach Connie being there and actually being able to help out and give kind of competitors' perspective. Little technical things, things like that I should really kind of feel during my throw. And luckily she's able to put it in such a way where it kind of just clicks right away. And that's what she did after my first throw and during my warm-ups. PR came out of it.
We're here live at the shot put, just doing what we do best, helping out other people. We're out here helping out, testing out the shot puts, measuring the distances and raking up and picking them up and putting them back to the big dogs. We're just making the meet better for them, We're selfless human beings, just doing what we do best. Earlier today we tested them out to see if they were all, regulation, and that they flew through the air like intended.
As championship season approaches, every rep will begin to take on a new meaning as each individual looks to regain their form or keep up their pace.
And I've been trying to think about ways that helped me in the beginning of the season at that first meet that can help me now. So we're just like now I changed up my training a little bit. I made it a little bit harder so that, you know, my body can actually feel ready to jump in a meet.
Coach's program sets us up to throw far when we need to. So we're just learning how to, you know, take it week by week, you know, stay on it day by day. And when championship season is upon us, you know, we'll be ready to throw, as we, you know, always are.
Good today. The pace went out quick, but I was happy with that because Coach said to just try to hang on if you can. And I felt good today, and I did. Good job. Good job. Good job.
In the 2 short years her and her coaching staff have been here, they've really, I feel like, completely turned the program around. You know, Coach Van Hoy's still here, and the distance squad is just as strong as always.
My biggest goal since this year started was being able to be a SEC scorer. I want to be able to I want to be able to help my team out and see what we can do outdoors.
I feel like we really are like a building team, and I hate that this is my last year because I can only imagine how good our program's going to be in the next upcoming years. But I know they have like big plans for like Ole Miss track and field.